Hello to you and welcome to Adelante Chicago. I'm Lourdes Duarte. Thank you so much for joining us today. Bienvenidos. We begin with the story of two men wrongfully convicted and spending 23 years behind bars. This started back in 1993 when Jose Montanez and Armando Serrano were accused of killing a man in Humboldt Park. They were found guilty even without any physical evidence. A police detective who worked on the case is now at the center of a string of wrongful convictions. The state's attorney's office asked a judge to dismiss the case after a witness confessed to falsifying his account. And so joining us today is Jose Montanez, who is now 49 years old next month, was released from prison just about a week ago. Hello, and thank you for coming in today. We appreciate it. Let's talk about what the last week has been like for you, not just for you, but for your family as well, and how you re-engage with them, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. You know, everybody's super happy, and, you know, everything's moving so fast now, you know. Everything was slow in there, and just not, everybody's coming, family, and the kids that I haven't met and haven't been around in years, my cousins that I grew up with. I mean, it's been every day something, barbecue, it's been food. I'm
slowly taking it all in, slowly taking it all in.
It's still surreal. Sometimes I don't believe it still happened. It hasn't happened, but I'm here.
Here you are, and you said one of the interesting thing as we were talking before this interview is that you said you went to a Cubs game and that you couldn't handle that.
Yeah.
Why?
It was too many people that bumping into you, and it's like you're looking everywhere, and it was too much to take in. I was on the field with the players, took a couple pictures. That was cool. I met Billy Williams, Ventura, Strobe, a couple other players. It was fun. But we stood like 2 innings. I had to go. We had to go eat.
Incredible. It's incredible. Let's talk about the last 23 years, and let's kind of go back to 1993 and what happened that led to all of this, to the fact that you had to spend decades behind bars, as much as you can remember of that time, and what exactly happened.
Well, about the case itself, I had nothing to do with it, so I don't know exactly anything about that, but I guess the time in my life that I wasn't, you know, correct, so, you know, I was involved in a lot of stupid things on the streets. And I guess I put myself in that guy's views to do something because it was easy. It's not the first time. This is my second time. I was charged with a murder in 1990 in Humboldt Park on Puerto Rican Day Parade, which I didn't have nothing to do. And the witness in that case turned out to be someone related to my family, in which he told the truth and came back and, you know, said that they told him what to say. It wasn't Rivera, but it was the same police station. The police station's been known for a lot of bad things. You know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. They've had jewelry heist rings. Another thing, my friends of mine were involved in the Mezanowski situation with the cops selling drugs. I think this all stems from that.
The detective who worked on your case, if you had a chance to talk to him and send a message to him, I guess, what would you tell him? I mentioned in the story as we were leading into you that he is linked, I guess you could say at this point, to perhaps other wrongful convictions.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them, you say?
There's a lot of them. I know all the guys. I mean, their families, they've been there. We've been together in this with a committee. We've had committees together. There's other guys in there. There's a couple guys from Mexico that they don't even know English. No family here. Rivera, I mean, all I can say is I wish he'd come forward and tell the truth, you know, and help out these guys. And, you know, I don't mind if the state's attorney gives him immunity and let him keep his pension, just to tell the truth so that other guys could get help, because it's, you know, it's a struggle in there. Everyday life in there is pretty bad, especially for an innocent guy.
Yeah.
You know, so I just hope he comes forward or they do something about it.
For the last 23 years, did you think that this moment would come? Did you always keep that faith, knowing that, you know, you hadn't done anything wrong, that you were serving a punishment for a crime that you didn't commit?
Well, I thought it would come sooner, because the witness in the case came forward in 2004. So it took 12 years to get out of there. I think it's, you know, our justice system is real slow, so, and it's hard getting out. You know, you got a lot of obstacles to go through, the courts go through changes. It's a lot. And then you have the evidence there. And all these people have to get involved in order for you to prove it, and you have the proof. So it was a long time coming, and I'm just glad it came through. I still had 3.5 years left. So, and it was looking like I was going to do the whole thing. There was another guy that was in, he has a case similar to mine with the same witness. He did all his time. He just got out last year. So I don't know how he's doing. I haven't talked to him, but I'm looking forward to talking to him, see how he's doing.
Is it the fact that that witness came forward that led that led police to sort of reopen the case, or prosecutors?
Well, they never reopened it, or the prosecution. There was an investigation done by the city of Chicago. It's called the Lazar Reports.
Correct.
They came up with more evidence supporting my innocence. It helped, but we couldn't introduce it into court, but it was filed some way, and they still read it. But, you know, a lot of things have happened. There was a lot of delays. The state's attorney accusing Northwestern of, you know, the students going into prisons.
And we've heard about some of those cases.
So a lot of things. There was a good professor that left the program, David Protest, good man there. He helped me out a lot. Soon to thank him, you know. So I owe my situation thanks to a lot of people. It wasn't just, you know, my family, my mom, my dad, you know, my family, immediate family. They've been there the whole time for me.
And I noticed that you said to me that you were incredibly nervous to talk about this, and I see it in your eyes, and I hear it in your voice that you get very choked up. It's a long time, and it's a long time to know that the evidence is there and that the system works so slowly.
Yeah, you know, I made it though, so I'm looking forward to life.
What makes it right at this point? So what changes for you now? As you said, you're going to be 49 in the next month. So what are you looking forward to?
I just want to take it easy. Not in a hurry to do nothing, anything. I'm just going to take it easy and let life come back to me. Because I'm not even able to drive because I'm too busy looking at everything has changed, the structural changes. I can't drive.
Wait, you're just scared to drive?
Yeah, I'm scared to drive. I'm paying attention to the road too much, the people. So I don't think I'll make a good driver right now. So I have to let things chill out a little bit and just, you know, let it go by easy. And
hopefully those things will settle down, and in the months to come, things will change for you, and we'll feel a little bit better and more normal, right? Yeah.
Then the interviews, and it's been a few interviews already done. I'm just not used to it. It's not part of my life, you know. So I've been with the family. I went to church, New Life Covenant. It's a new place. I just wanted to experience. I kind of liked it. It's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna let it. I'm letting people help me. Something I didn't do when I was younger. I was a stubborn kid. You know, I thought I knew everything. I didn't take advice, but now I'm letting people give me the advice and taking up on it, you know, learning, you know, from life, so.
And this is interesting that you say this, because in a lot of our neighborhoods, we have kids who are in and out of trouble and come from situations that are not always the best. And I think someone like you can probably give them the best advice, and that would be what?
Man, stay off the street. Nothing happens good after 12 o'clock, you know. There's a lot of things going on now, the gun violence and everything. That's something I didn't grow up with. Gun violence, we didn't have that problem. It wasn't about that, you know. We were just hanging out, having fun. Nowadays, these kids, it's so easy for them to get guns. They're just quick to shoot people, and they don't care about the consequences. There are consequences. Life in prison is real bad, and you won't realize it until it's too late. So if they could take my experience and put it towards their life, and some good comes out of it, I'll be happy.
All right.
You know?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck to you, okay,
You
Jose?
too. Thank you.